What? Is that its actual size? No. No!
I'm feeling high. I'm feeling high. I'm feeling high.
What up, YouTube? I'm back. It's still cold. And everybody's still alive, thank goodness. I figured I'd come back and give you a little update. Let you see the corals and see how they're growing. I think that thing grew another polyp. It was 3 polyps, so we'll see. It's easy to tell when something that small grows because, I mean, it started off with 3 polyps. If I get 4, that means something going right. But, that's a weird zoa, man. I don't see a lot of blue centered zoas. Now, you're going to have to bear with me in the amount of algae in my tank. Look at that algae sway. Man, even algae change. The type of algae that is on that rock is different than it used to be. You can go over here and you see that line? I can't point to it. Alright, you're not shy today, but the top of that rock is like the grazing zone for this darn tank. But the rest of the tank, he pick and choose. Like it used to be that rock, then it was that rock. But yeah, my tank's looking a little messy. It's a little bit dirty, but I'm gonna go, put in that toothbrush work. It'll be just fine. And the reason I've already figured out the main reason I have algae isn't the time of the tank. It's the fact that I didn't soak my rocks and get that nutrients out. And I had a dried rock that was once in the tank, and I got rock that was still in a live tank, and I should have. Now the rock I got that was in a up and running tank, the tank didn't have any lights on it, but it was full of water and it was up and running. Those rocks were pretty much fine, but the rocks that I purchased that were once in a tank but were dry, those I should have soaked. I could even look at them and tell, like rocks that came from my friend don't hardly have algae, and then the one that I bought, those have the most algae. So, I guess I won't make that mistake again. I have plenty of buckets. I got plenty of time, so I'll soak it next. I didn't equate that. I've had algae problems before, but I never had rock that was dry, and then I re-wet it. So I guess you live and you learn. Won't do that again. But the coral is doing good. They're growing. I had to go back and look at a picture, but I was like, oh yeah, they're growing. So I don't have any complaints on that. GSP. Should probably put my filter on, but I don't feel like going over to get it. I finally got another filter, guys, so the white lights are on, so it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Get in focus. There you go. Yeah, the white light's on, so it's not as blue as usual, but it's still pretty blue on camera. So actually, We're only 4 minutes in. I'm gonna just pause y'all for a second. I'm gonna go get that. All right, I'm back. Now, let's see if we can go back over here and see if you can see a little bit of a difference. You see, when I tried to shoot that chalice from the front before, it was just, it didn't have any colors. Now you can see there's a little purple and in that green. Now I'll move the filter and you can see how effective a filter is, right? Because it's graduated. Look, you can barely, you see them green, but you don't see any other colors other than that green and blue. Slide it down and the color comes back in. I'll get into detail on that. No, this is not from Polyp Labs, because I can't afford that. But I can afford this. And it did the same thing, so. But yeah, everything's alive. I purchased 3 tiny little damsels from Petco. Freshwater dipped them. They didn't have no parasites. They didn't have no scars, no peck marks, no nothing. They look perfectly fine. Them little dudes gone. They gone now. They gone. That was a good snack for a hermit because they were so tiny that if they died and just floated to the bottom behind a rock, they'd be gone by the time I wake up. So yeah, I tried to have a school of fish and they didn't make it, which is weird because everybody else is doing fine. But maybe I've heard people talking about hardiness of fish, and a lot of times it refers to their size. But they were tiny, tiny little fellas. Tiny. And one died one day, one died another day. And then the next day, the other one died. Just the 3 days in a row. I was just like, man. I do have a small Mexican turbo snail, if you see that right there. He's little. I don't usually recommend Mexican turbo snails, but in the case of this, I'm okay with a tiny one. I've never seen him real small. He's tiny for a Mexican turbo snail. But it takes him a while to grow. I've had him for over a year in my tank before. So hopefully I slow acclimated him and maybe he'll adapt to it because, you know, they're coming from a slightly colder waters, but all the fish are doing good except for those 3 new fellas. I don't want to blame Petco for it because I've never seen any signals. I never even saw a dead one. They were just gone. The tank consumed. Dang. But anyway, other than that, the lights are still kicking it. I haven't lost any LEDs. No LEDs lost. None at all, and there are no fires. My jebao pump, I can recommend that. I really can. I'm not gonna go into depth. I'll just tell you to go to other people's video. They'll show you how to control them, how to use them. Has a pulse mode and a sine wave mode, which is just basically like going through gears and ramping up. In the pulse mode is like start, stop, with a certain power level. It has a power level of 1 to 8. I have it on 6. I'm gonna close the lid up. As you can probably see by my algae. Oh, it's so horrible looking. Look at that. But now that is a fuzzy tank right there, sir. But as you see, the current goes to the right, but everything has a back and forth rocking motion, which is what I want. I want the plants to get water movement. I call them plants. I want the corals because they're animals. I want them to get water movement on both sides. My inlet's right here. It is in a direct collision. With the wave maker itself. So those two things collide and make random swirls and tornadoes and all that stuff. And with the stop start, it has a rocking motion, and And there's a thing called a gyre. I think it's an action, not really a pump. And everything just kind of does this. And at night, when the lights go off, it has a light sensor built into it. And when the light goes out, it gets a little softer. I think it goes down to 10%. And then when the light cuts on, it kicks back up. So it's not too crazy while everybody's sleeping. It's tiny. If you're wondering about getting this pump, this tank is 4 feet. And it has enough power to go all the way across from it. I'll even get the box. Hold on. Walk right back up. All right. So you can see it is a PP4. It is not a big pump. It is, I don't know if they make one smaller than this. It was the cheapest one they offered that had that particular kind of control. I wanted that controller, and this was the smallest, cheapest one. And I'm gonna tell you, when I got it in my hand, I was disappointed. I took it out the box, I was like, look at this little nano. Look at this little nano thing. If you got a small nano tank, and you're wondering, oh, is that enough? It is enough current to blow your sand from one side to the other. That is enough. You can get more. I'm going for softies. Hard corals are going to be in a particular area of current, up high and near this, and everything else is going to be down low. But man, I tell you, it is powerful. I've seen the reviews where people didn't do well and they had to modify it and work on it because it didn't do good off Jump Street, and I got lucky because I believe those people. You know, it's a lower price and you get a lower quality sometimes. They rush them out the door without the same quality control. It is pretty powerful. And you can see the reflection of my Christmas lights over this frag tank. It won't be there long. But you can see it pulsing on and off. And I have it on the slowest pulse. That is as long as it'll hold. If I go the other direction, it would be like whoop, 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 whoop. So to start and stop at a quicker tempo. I do it like this and it's like 1, 1, yeah, 1. So it just does that over and over again. That's how you get that rocking. So yeah, I like the pump. I would buy another one and I would buy the exact same model again. That's how I feel about that jebao pump. And if it's said a different way, I'm sorry. They don't pay me. And if they pay me and get someone to tell me how to say it, I'll say it correctly. But until then, I'm gonna say it how I want. But I do recommend you get this product. It's affordable and it is powerful enough. If you get 2 of those across, I honestly think if I had a 125-gallon tank and had one there, and just had them randomly collide, that would be enough. And that's probably what I'll do when I get a 125-gallon tank, because I plan on upgrading. I like tanks. I'm gonna get another tank. Then I'm gonna get a slightly larger tank, and I might end up with 3 tanks. So the tank police have to just come to my house and personally arrest me. I probably won't get any more than 3 or 4. But I like them. They do a beneficial job of eating algae. He is doing it right now. Seriously, real MVP. In case you want to know, his name, Raekwon. Yes, that means he's a Wu-Tang. I'm out. What in the holy hell? If it's rocking, don't come a knocking. Is going on with these damn crabs? What? How you know, Shine?